there was a point where I looked at my contraction app and I just thought, you know what, this is looking very, very regular, because I realized my contractions were about a minute apart and it was about 2 minutes in between each one. Like, I sat there, I really looked at it and I thought, do you know what, this is a real pattern. This is very regular at this point. Am I really, I don't know what it was. It was like, part of my brain was like, you're in labor. And then the other part of my brain was like, are you sure though? Are you sure? There could still be a point in time where your body could just decide to just relax, completely stop, and you could just go back to sleep. I was kind of in between those two things mentally. But yeah, the signs were all pointing towards labor at this point. Ironically, in between this time, while I was in the room, my brother-in-law actually came to visit the house. And you know what's funny? I actually didn't remember that he even came until way after I'd had the baby. Because I was in the room, I was just in my own zone. I heard when he came into the house, but obviously I just wanted my own space. He talked to my partner and, he was here for a while and then he left. If you had asked me like straight after labor, was your brother-in-law at your house? Actually, somebody did ask me and I was like, I really had to sit and think about it. Like, was he there? Did he come round for real? It's only way after that I thought about it. I was like, oh my God, he did come round. But if you had asked me, I wouldn't have been able to tell you. I just went into a different zone. A completely different zone. So I was in the bedroom. I decided to go to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom, realised I was spotting. I said to my partner, I'm spotting. I'm not sure if like something more serious is going on. I don't know, like, is this really labour? Is it not? I'm not sure what this is. So my partner calls the hospital. They say to him, can you take a photo and send it to us? So he had to take a photo, send it to them, email it to them, and then they called us back. They said, we can't really fully tell what's happening, but what we would like to do is for you to come in so we can check you over. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. I said to my partner, okay, cool. Bring the hospital bag. He says to me, babe, they just said that they just want to check you over. They're not planning on like keeping you in. I said, babe, from what I'm feeling, just please bring the hospital bag. Bearing in mind, every time I felt a contraction, I could feel this pulling. Like when you hold something stretchy with two hands and then you just decide to just pull your hand away, like both your hands apart. That's how it felt in my lady area. Literally, it just felt like something pulling something to the side. And it was getting stronger and stronger. And I thought to myself, that's my cervix. I know exactly what's happening. My body is doing what it's supposed to do. This baby's coming. And the thing is, it's hard to describe labor pain, but what I will say is, for me, it's like your body essentially has a job to do and it's gone into the mode of, we are getting this baby out. You're just along for the ride. You have no control over what's going on. Your body is just deciding what it needs to do. Admittedly, you have control in terms of your attitude or how you approach things, but in terms of what your body is actually doing, you have no control. Anyway, managed just about to get myself together, put on something comfortable, get a cab and go to the hospital. I go to triage for them to check me out. When you're in pain, it feels like everything is twice as long as it should be. So I come into triage now. I'm feeling pain. I'm starting every 2 minutes. All I'm feeling, ooh, like literally, that's all I could do. It was really hitting me hard. They asked me to do like a urine sample. That was one of the most difficult things to do because it's mad trying to like undress, like do a urine sample. Even the dimensions of like the toilet they had was weird. It was kind of awkward, and even to move around in there, and then I'm in labor, and then like, or at least I suspect I'm in labor. So they're like, then they want me to give them a urine sample. I was like, how am I supposed to do this? Anyway, I managed to do it. Came out of the little, little toilet that they had, gave them the sample, whatever. A midwife was supposed to come and check me over, like actually check how dilated I am. It felt like forever until she came back. But yeah, she came back. She checks my dilation. She says to me, okay, so it looks like you're about 5.5 centimeters dilated. I was like, what? Now, bearing in mind, this afternoon, like, how many hours before? Maybe 6-7 hours before. When I did my sweep, the midwife had said to me, you are about 0.5 centimeter dilated. So within the space of, just call it about 6 hours. Was it 6 hours? Maybe 7 hours. I had gone from 0.5 centimeters to 5.5 centimeters dilated in an entire 5 centimeters within that time. My body literally said, yeah, it's time to get the baby out. Let's go. And I knew for a fact that that's what was happening. I just didn't realize I was that dilated. When I felt that pulling, when the contractions were hitting me, I was like, for a fact, I know I'm dilating. So while I was in triage, they said to me, I could use the gas and air. Oh, wow. Gas and air made me so high. I was so high. It was a very weird feeling. I could still feel all of the pain. It wasn't numbing the pain to me. It just kind of does something. I can't talk for anybody else, but it did something to me where it was like I was feeling the pain, but I almost didn't care that I was feeling pain. I don't know. It was weird. I just felt like a bit high and drunk. It was a very weird feeling, but somehow it sort of kind of eased the experience. So I just kind of just rolled with the gas and air. But it kind of made everything a little bit blurry. My vision wasn't blurry. I don't mean like that. I just mean like the experience of what was going on. It made it a bit blurry. So there was this lovely midwife in triage. I don't know what country she was from, but I believe she was an African lady. She was so sweet to me. She said to me, I could tell when you, and excuse my accent, yeah. She said, I can tell when you came in, you're doing so well. I know you are doing very well. Just don't forget your breathing. Don't forget your breathing. I was like, you know what? I'm so glad for her, because you know what? I forgot all about my breathing. All of the breathing that I'd practiced and everything, it completely went out of the window. I completely forgot about the breathing. So I'm so happy that she reminded me, because I really needed the reminder. When they told me you're 5.5 centimeters, they said, okay, so we're going to be transferring you upstairs. You're going to be going onto the labor ward or whatever. There was one specific contraction that happened. I just remember I was stood like by the side of the bed, because I couldn't lay down. I just couldn't lay down. The pain just kept hitting me, and I don't know, just laying on the bed felt like it felt like torture. So I had to get up. The contraction hit me, this particular one. I just remember something warm running down my leg, like liquid. And I was like, my waters just went, because I know for a fact I didn't wee. That was my waters. My waters have broken. I'm having the baby. Then someone said to me, there's meconium in the waters. We're going to need to rush you to theatre.